When you sleep in your bed. Yes, it's really easy. Don't sleep on the couch. Don't sleep in a place you don't normally sleep. I'll caveat that with practice everything outside of sleeping outside of your bedroom. So if you like to watch movies before you go to bed, read a book before you go to bed, or like many of us, be on the internet or social media before bed, do that outside of your bedroom. I prefer you to sit upright. Don't slouch, don't lay down. The reason is we want you to establish fatigue outside of the bedroom. So say you want to fall asleep at 8:30. Your target time is 9:30. Stage yourself to do all of the things that you believe you would have done in bed, in your kitchen, or in your study, or in your guest room, or just in your living room. And then at 9:30, you should start to feel a little bit of fatigue, but not enough to fall asleep. I want you to fight that feeling until you really feel like you need to sleep. For many of us, that could be 12:30. Yes, or even 1 a.m. Well, guess what? You have something in your favor. And this applies to most of us who hold a full-time job or are on a schedule. No matter what, no matter how late you sleep, you have to get up in the morning. So we stage ourselves. We're trying to be a good citizen. We're saying, you know what? I'm going to try to fall asleep by 9:30 tonight. I'm going to follow Vic's advice. I'm going to sit outside on my couch, read social media on my phone, and get stimulated. Well, by 9:30, you're still not tired. 10:30, you're still not tired. 11:30, you're still not tired. But at 1 a.m., this wave of fatigue starts to flow through you. And at that very moment, I want you to fight it. I want you to fight it for 15 minutes until you absolutely feel complete fatigue. And that could be 30 minutes from then. Then I want you to turn off all your lights, turn off your cell phone, shut it down, literally shut it down, and then crawl into your bed and fall asleep. That process will teach you to sleep when you're tired and think of nothing else. Now, I'll caveat that with, if you're sleeping without your phone, you probably need to buy an alarm that's analog, that's not digital, that can still wake you up in the morning. Rest assured, that first night when you implement this protocol, you'll have probably very little sleep. Maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. But the good news is the next day, you're going to repeat this exercise. And comes 8:30, after you come back from work, this time you're going to be a little bit more tired than the previous night. And you're going to try to stage yourself to go to bed at 8:30. And this time, maybe you crawl into bed at 11:30 or maybe 12:30. And then you wake up at 6 again. Instead of a 4-hour sleep, maybe you get 5 hours. And you repeat this again the next day and the next day. And at some point in that week, you're going to be able to accumulate enough fatigue with a lack of sleep that you're going to be able to fall into bed at the time you want to fall to bed, which could be 9:30 to 10. This is the most practical sleep protocol I can introduce to you without supplementation, without pharmaceutical intervention. And if you repeat these protocols daily, you're going to find yourself sleeping on time every night. These habits will allow you to sleep on time and also permit you to go through the 4 REM cycles so that you can be well rested in your 8 hours of sleep. No matter how great these protocols are, if you're drinking excessively or drinking before you go to bed, chances are the alcohol will interrupt your REM cycle. So do me a favor, if you're at my age, where I'm almost 50, try a few nights a week without alcohol and go to sleep. And if you don't drink, that's fantastic. You're one step ahead of the game. In future episodes, I'll touch on something called heart rate variability, and I'll show you how terrible alcohol can be, not only to your health, but your sleep. Without great sleep, our body cannot recover for the work that's awaiting us the next day. And that work may also be fun, right? You want to have enough energy to have fun. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week.